Hello, Ophiuchus. Welcome back to your channel. This is Tarot Echoes, voice of Ophiuchus. If you find yourself here, then it is absolutely for a reason. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. If you're new here, hi, my name is Eric. It is wonderful to meet you. And if you're returning, what is up, squad? Yes? All right, Ophiuchus. So welcome to another message for you. I recorded some shorts for you like last week, but I spazzed on uploading them. For some reason, I got confused. I just got confused. So somehow it didn't work. For some reason, they just I could not get them to work. So I'm gonna try again. With the specific files, I'll try and figure it out, or maybe I'll just scrap those and do another round of shorts for you at another time. But that's why there's been such a delay in your messages. There were supposed to be messages for you. Well, I intended for there to be messages for you last week, but I guess Spirit was like, no, they're not needed. Okay, so here we are. Welcome. It's very, very nice to see you guys again. Very, very good to be here with you to help channel and work with you guys to help get you clarity, yeah? So this channel, if you're new here, this channel is intended for anyone that has your 5 major planets, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Mars, Venus, and Ascendant in Ophiuchus. Also for anyone who has your North or South node in Ophiuchus. I do like to work with individuals who are trying to get in touch with or trying to get onto their South node, trying to get in alignment with their their North node, because your North node is really where, most of your spiritual expansion really comes from, because that's your movement forward, right? Whereas the South node is the past, previous experiences. Yes, so this is sometimes where the South node tends to be some places where we might get stuck, okay? Because, it's our comfort zone. It's not what we're familiar with. The North node obviously is more challenging because this is taking you to uncharted waters, right? Uncharted territories. But really your North node is really, if you're really wanting to work on spiritual expansion, spiritual awakening, want to really move your soul forward in the direction that it intended to move when you incarnated here, you really want to be working with your North node. Now, I say all this to say, even if you have your South node in Ophiuchus, this is still a place where you can find messages for yourself, because in that case, that can help you get a bit of perspective in order to shift your focus from previous experiences and start to get future-oriented, future-focused. Yes? All right. Also, this is a general reading. This is a timeless reading. It's a general reading, but it's a general reading for the sign of Ophiuchus. However, if you are a cross-watcher for an Ophiuchian, like you have an Ophiuchian in your life, and you're cross-watching for them, you may be able to receive messages for yourself or your situation through this channel, through this specific reading, if you find that you have landed here. It's also a timeless reading. Yeah, there are no dates associated with this. We are going to talk about the astrology for a second, but even still, it's a timeless reading, so take it as it resonates. Even if you watch this later on down the road, it still may resonate for you, okay? All right, Ophiuchus. So I want to start with the chart for a little bit. Obviously, this message is being recorded on August 6th. We are approaching the Lion's Gate portal, that 8-8 portal. I know I have been feeling that for weeks now. I've been having constant headaches for weeks. And then recently, since this last full moon we just had, which was in, where was it? It was in Capricorn in terms of true sidereal astrology. Yeah. That last full moon that we had, I've been very tired, just exhausted generally. I have the energy that I need to go about my day, but I've been taking extra time to rest lately. Now I'm more femininely oriented in energy, so I work well by resting, okay? And so that's just my general thing. But in times like this, heavy energies, heavy downloads, heavy upgrades, heavy energetic shifts, I find it's better for me to just rest as much as I can. So take that resonates as it does for you. If you're more on the masculine side, I would say exercise, physical exercise, something that you can keep your mind focused on. Maybe creating something, maybe doing some art, building something, crafting something, I don't know, something to keep you generally busy. I'm not, that's interesting. It kind of feels like busy work, you know, but this is something to maybe take out some of this pent-up energy you may be feeling as the more masculine energy, because, you know, the masculine is action-oriented, whereas the feminine is receptive, right? So depending on where you are on that spectrum, maybe you find yourself in the middle. You know, it's all a spectrum anyway. So depending on how, you know, you identify with the universe or with yourself, take certain precautions or certain actions that are in alignment with that energy, whether it be more masculine or whether it be more feminine during this time, okay? Random message, take it as it resonates. Now, for you, Ophiuchus, in terms of your chart, now, the chart that I'm gonna be speaking of, again, this is from the Ophiuchus rising perspective. So when it comes to the placement of the planets in the houses, this is going to be the most accurate for an Ophiuchus rising. However, these energies can resonate for all of us, okay? No matter what you have placed in Ophiuchus, this is still a general energy that will affect all of us, okay? Collectively speaking. So for you, Ophiuchus, we do have this Venus retrograde. It's going to be, Venus starts to station direct September 3rd. So we've got the rest of the month of August for this, right? She does not fully direct until September 5th. So, okay. This, for you, Ophiuchus, is happening in your 9th house. She's going to be going retrograde from your 9th into your 8th. But the big thing right now is the fact that Venus is making squares in this retrograde. She's making these squares with Uranus and Jupiter, okay? Both very benevolent energies. However, Uranus is a real wild card, right? Okay. Now, also, as of today, August 6th, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, I highly recommend you do so, because I do post reels talking about the astrology and certain planetary transits for the whole collective, not just for Ophiuchus. So if I haven't done so already, I'll try to remember to put the link down in the description box. If I don't, put the link down in the description box and you are interested in joining the collective over on Instagram, just leave a comment and I'll fix it. Also check out Patreon. That's a great way to support me as a reader, but also a great way to be kind of like on the in crowd, right? And get some extra messages for yourself. Anyway, as of today, August 6th, we do have the moon conjuncting with Chiron and the North Node. I did post a reel on Instagram yesterday saying that it was happening on the 5th, but it's actually happening today on the 6th. However, many of us have been feeling that energy. Like, I know the energy of the moon conjuncting with Chiron and the North Node for me has been really setting the record straight in terms of where I'm going in life, where I'm heading in life. I'm very much into my North Node energy. So with this current transit of the moon conjuncting with Chiron and the North Node, Chiron being the wounded healer. So with that, and the moon being your subconscious. So with the moon conjuncting with Chiron, it's like reminding me of all, or at least putting into perspective all of the healing that I've done, all of the healing that I would like to do, all the healing that I would like to make happen in terms of how Venus retrograde is affecting me. But then also just overall in my journey, especially because the North Node is involved here. The moon is conjuncting with Chiron, and then right after that is conjuncting with the North Node, all in one day. So not only now that the energies of the North Node are involved with this, it's not just the healing that I'm doing or have been doing over this Venus retrograde. It's the healing that I've been doing over, quite frankly, over this transit of Uranus through Aries. But we'll talk about that. We could talk about that another time. So for me, this is like kind of like a reset or a reminder as to who I am in this point, the healing that I've gone through, how far I've come, but also with this conjunction with the North Node, it's a reminder of where I'm trying to go, especially in terms of all this healing, okay? So take that as it resonates for you. So that's kind of what's happening today. But the other big thing that I'm kind of picking up for you, Ophiuchus, is the fact that Venus is squaring with Uranus and Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is in Aries. is kind of like in the middle of Aries. And then Uranus is technically in Taurus, but is at 0 degrees of Taurus. And then Uranus is about to go retrograde soon. This is kind of like what I was picking up for you, Ophiuchus, for whomever this resonates for. This is kind of like a peek into what you may be going through in the future, or what may need to be changed. I was getting this feeling of, you know, you guys going through some sort of chaos in terms of Venus retrograde. Venus retrograde is really stirring some shit up for you. But for some of us, or for some of you here, there was too much chaos. You couldn't quite clearly see exactly what any of this meant, or exactly what it was you needed to do to fix, to handle any of this, right? Well, now I'm kind of seeing with Uranus, with this square with Venus and Uranus being at 0 degrees of Taurus, it's almost as like you're getting a peek into the practicality of the situation. I'm hearing how you can ground the healing aspects that are needed here, ground the change that is needed here, find a practical way towards it. It's like a peek into what needs to be changed. For some of you, this is the solidity, the solid foundation, the groundedness, the practicality of 1111 of Taurus is helping, I feel like is helping you make sense of what needs to be changed in terms of how Venus's retrograde transit is affecting you. Okay, and these are your relationships in total, not just romantic or familial or platonic or friendship or interpersonal, but like your relationship to money, your relationship to your career, especially with Uranus being in Taurus here, okay, with this Tauran energy, all right? Your looks, Venus does rule Taurus. Venus also rules Libra. So your looks, your body image, maybe even your home, you know, any of that stuff. It's either giving you a practical view into how you can go about changing these things, or it's giving you some clue as to what really needs to be changed. I feel like some of you may have been going through this Venus retrograde energy and kind of been confused about it. But now that we have this tension here in a square, keep in mind, this is a square. Squeenus. Venus is squaring with Uranus and Jupiter. And squares, I like to say, are situations in which you are being challenged by something, and you need to find a new way to overcome that challenge. Even if that challenge is a new challenge for you, some of your old methods in dealing with certain situations will not work, or at the very least may not work here, may not be working here. So a square, while it's a difficult aspect to deal with, it is kind of, when you're really working on yourself, when you're really trying to overcome something, a square actually can really help you a lot, because it puts so much tension on the situation that you have no choice but to find some way to work it out, right? Even though you know, or you're experiencing the fact that how you've always handled something or something like this just isn't working. And normally it's like, oh, okay, well, if it's not working, I guess I should leave it alone. But a square is like, no, we're putting too much tension on this. I can't just leave this alone. I have got to deal with this. In some cases, for some of you, this feels kind of manic. There's a lot of pressure here. And and what I was picking up on before is, I don't want you to think that because you're experiencing so much tension or so much pressure, you've done anything wrong, or you've missed the bus, or you're late or something like that. And maybe some of this pressure is a realization of how you may have been procrastinating. Okay, that's fine, but don't take it so personally. Don't take it like that. It's really just the nature of a square. There is a shit ton of tension being put on this situation right now, okay? Whether you've been handling it over all this time, or whether you're now finally getting off your ass and doing something about it, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, the focus here is, we got to find a new way to do this, or we've got to handle this. We've got to make this change. Now, I want to say these are both very benevolent energies with this square that Venus is making with Uranus and Jupiter, okay? Now, Uranus has been making a transit through Aries over the last few years. I know that very well because my natal sun is in Aries. So Uranus has been right over my natal sun creating havoc, right? But what he's been doing for me has been helping me radically change my sense of self, radically change my identity. And of course I'm someone that was affected by it more strongly than like someone who doesn't have an Aries placement, especially since it's my natal sun. An Aries rising would really feel it. An Aries moon would also feel it too, but like, okay, but what was I saying here? It's really been extremely beneficial. It has helped me to revolutionize my sense of self, okay, radically, all right? And yes, that's been happening for the collective as well, okay? Maybe not in, in an as extreme way as I've been dealing with it, right? So what I'm feeling like here is with this square that Venus is making, that has been getting you to at least take into question certain relationship dynamics and ask yourself how you can improve the situation. What did I do with my zapper? Shit, I didn't, oh, there it is. The square that Venus is now making with Uranus is kind of pushing you towards making these changes to revolutionize your experience in terms of how your sense of self may have been affected by this transit of Uranus through Aries over all this time, okay? And now on top of that, Jupiter is now in Aries, and Jupiter is like the benevolent one, right? Jupiter is the one that just wants to bless you with all of the good things, all of the happiness, all of the love, all of the joy, all of the possessions, all of the manifestations, right? Just give it to them. Just shower it upon them, right? Well, Jupiter is in Aries right now, supporting from a benevolent place, supporting that new revolutionized sense of self. I really want to say the main thing about Venus's square with Jupiter is, what I'm picking up on is, if you really follow through with your heart's desire, with this new sense of self, if you really follow through and take the opportunities to start to put into place how you have revolutionized, how you have changed, and start to really integrate that into your life, you are going to be so blessed. You are going to be so blessed. And for some of you, you need to hear that, because some of these changes that you're needing to implement in your life are radical, pretty extreme. You're like, I don't even know how is this going to work out in my favor. Don't ask that question. Just trust us, is what Jupiter is saying. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do to revolutionize your life for yourself. And you cannot be there for anyone else unless you make sure you show up for you, first and foremost. So, my brother Uranus over here, says Jupiter, is really pushing you to make some changes. And so am I. Are you going to trust us and follow through with it? Because I promise you, if you do, you're going to be blessed beyond measure. But Jupiter is making this square too. Jupiter is asking you to trust. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust who it is you know you are at this point. And just follow through with it. Don't worry about it. Look, this Venus retrograde may seem very selfish. And you know what? So fucking be it. Okay. Because it's in Leo. I mean, this is the sign of self. This is the sign of having pride in yourself, loving yourself, okay? Having fun, being expressive. This is the sign of your inner child. Indulge in your inner child. There could be a lot of inner child healing that could happen here, okay? That could be happening here for you, okay? Beautiful. I love this for you, Ophiuchus. So, good. Let's get into some cards. And we will see what messages we have for you at this time. Ophiuchus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. North Node, South Node. Mars, Mercury. Mars, Mercury. And that's it. Oh, okay. That's it. Okay. All right, cool. Maybe that's not it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. High Spirit, Please make me a clear channel for all Ophiuchans at this time. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, major placements, major 5 planetary placements, North Node, South Node, whether you're a cross watcher or not, or you're just curious about Ophiuchus, you're welcome here. And we ask that you please guide us right now, Spirit. Please show us what we need to see. Tell us what we need to hear to guide the sign, the energy, the constellation of Ophiuchus and all who connect with it. Please provide us with the highest message to serve all of our highest goods and the highest good of all involved, and to get us on safely and securely onto our path forward. Please, we ask that you please guide us here at this time. We thank you so much for the love, the care, the support, the joy, the abundance, the free will that you shower upon us every single day. And we ask that you please continue to shower us with all your love and care and support, and please continue to guide us in every single way. We thank you so very much. We are so grateful for your presence. We are so grateful for this time that you give to us, and we are so grateful especially for this time that we have with you. Thanks, Spirit. All right, 2 more shuffles for you, Ophiuchus, and then we'll see what we've got. Ooh, something's coming out here already. 7 of Pentacles. All right, the 7 of Pentacles has been coming out a lot. If you guys are new to me, one last shuffle. If you guys are new to me, you may not know that I have another channel. It is my main channel. It's where I started. It's called Divine Conversations. The link to that can be found in the description box below. The 7 of Pentacles energy has been coming out a lot, and I do a daily collective reading called Morning Coffee. It's Monday through Friday. I usually go live around 9 a.m. Eastern time to do that reading, you know, depending on my situation that day. So check that out, okay? And it's funny because there have been days where I've done Morning Coffee and then I've done a reading for you, and then the reading was just like Morning Coffee, and I sit here and be like, just go watch Morning Coffee. But the reason why, so check that out. If you're not familiar with it, the link to that channel, Divine Conversations, can be found in the description box below. But the reason why I mentioned that, Ophiuchus, is because the 7 of Pentacles has been coming out a lot. And the message in the 7 of Pentacles has been finally being able to see the forest for the trees. And that's what I'm hearing for you. That analogy has been running rampant through the collective lately. But this is kind of what I'm already picking up on for you here, Ophiuchus, with Uranus entering being at 0 degrees of Taurus, and Venus retrograde making this square with Uranus. There's a certain level of practicality that is coming online for you right now. Or I guess I'm literally hearing you're at this point now, 22 on the counter, you're able to see the forest for the trees, meaning you're able to see the bigger picture. You're not so caught on the minuscule details anymore that really don't make up the whole of the situation. I explained this phrase to a friend of mine recently. It's like, you know, you have some sort of situation going on and people are stuck on these tiny little things, but these tiny little things don't make up the half of it. You know what I mean? In order to really get the bigger picture, you're going to have to zoom out and stop focusing on the 5 trees that are in front of you, and start to zoom out and see all of the trees that are involved here, all of the parts of this situation that make up this circumstance. Okay? That's what I'm getting here with the 7 of Pentacles for you so far. We do have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. Expression, your heart is opening. So I feel like your heart is getting to a place, Ophiuchus, where you're ready to deal with whatever it is you're starting to notice here in this 7 of Pentacles energy. Underneath the Knight of Cups, you do have the 4 of Wands. Okay, underneath the 4 of Wands is the 9 of Wands, and then to the 2 of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So finally starting to understand how it is you feel, maybe even giving up some level of resistance. Or I'll just say with this 9 of Wands here, which could represent resistance, it's been a long, it's been a long process. It's been a long process. And for some of you, you haven't really been able to see. This is kind of another description or another energy. I'm hearing seeing the forest for the trees here. Because you may have been focused on some really minuscule things, or things that really may not be all that important. But I get this feeling that you have been blinded. You haven't been able to see past some of the things that you've been on guard about, because this Nine of Wands is very much about being defensive, okay? This person tends to be, you know, has been through a lot, is battered and bruised, okay? In other depictions on other decks, this person actually has bandages on them because they've actually been harmed. Now they're like looking over their shoulder like, okay, what's next? Like, where's it going to come from next? Who's going to attack me next, right? For you, though, Ophiuchus, that may be a part of the situation. You may feel energetically battered and bruised here, but also, I feel like it's been a long and arduous situation, and you haven't really been able to see the forest for the trees. But now, maybe it's through some introspection, and maybe it's through emotional boundaries, maybe it's through your intuition, your psychic intuition with the Queen of Cups here. But I feel like you're starting to understand how you feel about something. Then you have the Nine of Pentacles here. I feel like you may be standing on your own. But now you're able to start to make a decision somehow. You're solid enough in yourself. You have enough boundaries. You have enough emotional understanding. Someone may be watching you transform also. Now you have the Page of Swords to Death and the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. There may be an individual also with this Knight of Cups and Four of Wands here. There may be an individual in your vicinity, in your life, that is watching you change and transform, is watching you work on yourself, and is realizing that they can't come with you right now. Ten of Wands, Nine of Swords to the Hermit, to the Eight of Cups, to the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you may have walked away from this person. You may be healing, you may be changing, and they may be starting to realize that they've got to catch up. And they've got a lot of fucking work to do to catch up. And they're watching you walk away. They're watching you change, they're watching you expand, they're watching you grow. This may very well be family. May very well be family. I did pick up on that, okay? Let's look more into the Seven of Pentacles here for you, Ophiuchus. What is the Seven of Pentacles for Ophiuchus? Yes, Ophiuchus. Yes, Ophiuchus. I like this. I like it so much. I like it so much. I like it so much that I'm going to go ahead and say that I love it. You have the Six of Pentacles as the overall energy for you. Reciprocity. The balance between give and take. But this feels like specifically you are giving this to yourself right now, all right? You have a number of cards here, but only two of them came out face up. It is the Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords, but both of them are reversed. I like this a lot, okay? Jailbreak. There is something very specific for some of you about this jailbreak that you're going through is finally releasing the pain, finally releasing the turmoil. This could be an energy of you starting to be able to see it, okay? It's starting to make practical sense of it with Uranus in Taurus like this, squaring up with Venus, who is retrograde. What was the other thing I was going to say? You're finally able to see it. I keep hearing seeing the forest for the trees now with this. Or you're just letting it go. You're just letting it go. Either you're able to see it now so you can let it go, or you've seen it all along, you've known it was a problem, but you just never did anything about it. Well, now's the time to do it. You have 4 more cards here. Yeah. Now is definitely the time to do it. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So this is either a willingness to work on yourself, Three of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, or you have been working on yourself. Okay, there is an energy, lots of queen energy is coming out for you. Lots of feminine energy is coming out for you so far. We have the Queen of Cups, now we have the Queen of Wands. It doesn't matter if you are more masculine or not. It doesn't matter. This is an energy of feeling yourself, okay? The feminine energy is very receptive, is very internalized, right? Whereas the masculine is externalized. You may be, even if you're more on the masculine side of the situation, it is a spectrum. You don't have to be a man or a woman to identify with either one, okay? Shit, you could be a fucking hermaphrodite. Who the fuck cares, right? It's an energy. But this is an energy of being with yourself, settling into yourself. I'm getting very strongly, Ophiuchus, with the Queen of Wands here and the Queen of Cups that came out before. Knowing what it is you feel, or getting in touch with, getting in tune with yourself, how it is you feel with the Queen of Cups, what it is you want, the Queen of Wands, the alignment that you want to be in, okay? You've been doing this work, or you're about to start doing it. Three of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. Then you have the Seven of Cups to the Knight of Wands. See, 2929 on the counter, that is an 1111. It doesn't matter if you can't see things clearly right now because you're activated, you're ready to go, you want to move forward. I also get this feeling, the Seven of Cups is kind of like a hazy energy, right? It's the haze, it's the fog, it's the lack of clarity. But this activation within you, this Knight of Wands energy within you, this desire, this drive to move forward, to change, to expand, to grow, to evolve, you are activated here. You are desiring to move forward. You feel enthusiastic about moving forward. You feel enthusiastic specifically about the changes that you are making or are about to make in your life in some very practical ways. Some of you are very excited about this. That's great. The fire, the passion of this Knight of Wands energy will in fact burn away the haze of the Seven of Cups. I'm feeling that very strongly, okay? And that's why I feel like there is a level of confidence here. Even though you can't necessarily see how to move forward completely yet, there is still light. There is still clarity here to a certain extent, or there is still a belief in yourself that you can make it, that you can do it, that you want to do it. So even though things are not quite clear right now, you're still ready, willing, and able to move forward. And I really want to encourage you to allow this fire, this passion that you have in you to burn away the haze, burn away the smoke, burn away anything that is unclear, that is causing you confusion. Yes? I really like that for you, Ophiuchus. These damn skaters! I swear, I keep feeling them. There's this one in here that I was trying to catch before, but I swear I keep feeling it like hit my skin. Anyway, let's go a little bit deeper here for you, Ophiuchus. I want to talk about this Eight of Swords, Three of Swords energy for you. Which is in reverse. It is here with the Seven of Pentacles. Again, seeing the forest for the trees. Spirit keeps saying that. Now, this does feel like interpersonal for a lot of you. The dominant heavy message that I'm getting here is that you are breaking yourself free from some sort of negative or toxic interpersonal relationships or interpersonal situations. Doesn't have to be that. But that's the dominant thing that I'm feeling here, so take it as it resonates. Especially with this Six of Pentacles energy at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you're ready to give to yourself more. You're ready to allow yourself to have more. There have been some specific relationship dynamics that some of you have been dealing with here that have been bringing you nothing but heartbreak, nothing but pain, and you've kept yourself cycling through these situations, this drama I'm hearing over and over and over again. For some of you, this might be a marriage, okay? Or maybe some sort of commitment, long-standing, long-term commitment, or maybe some of you are just super loyal to a fault. Okay, that's what I'm getting with this Eight of Swords in reverse, but something has been trapping you here, and it's been perpetually harming you. But you're ready to release this now because for some reason, I guess it's the transits, but for some reason you're, again, starting to see the forest for the trees. You're starting to see the bigger picture here. You're starting to see really why this won't work out or why this hasn't been working. And I get a feeling, a very dominant feeling for you, Ophiuchus, that this Six of Pentacles energy dominantly feels like you creating the space for yourself to receive more care, more compassion, more reciprocity, and no more of this heartbreak. Okay? Let's see. What is this, Spirit, for Ophiuchus? Eight of Swords reverse, Three of Swords reverse. That's enough. Okay. There's death. This is the death, the transformation that we're going through. And here are the people we were talking about. Three of Cups. You've got the Three of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Tower, the Queen of Swords. The Three of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Tower, the Queen of Swords. This is you wanting a new life. This is you wanting to start over. This is you wanting to move in a different direction. This is you wanting a new collective consciousness to align with, to harmonize with. This is you wanting, maybe even wanting to find true soulmate energies, wanting to find your true soul tribe. Okay, there's communication here about this. This Queen of Swords energy would be that energy to just straight up cut you out of this Eight of Swords here. All right, she's not necessarily diplomatic, okay, like her counterpart in the King of Swords, but he is not. Well, we have two more cards here. He may have come out already, but he doesn't really feel like a relevant energy. The King of Swords, the diplomacy of the King of Swords doesn't feel relevant here. In this situation, this is cut and dry, maybe even cutthroat in some cases with the Queen of Swords. Nah, we're not doing this anymore. I would like a change. I would like a change in my relationship dynamics. I'm hearing I would like more harmony. This doesn't vibe with me. This doesn't resonate with me anymore. For some of you, it's not even that like cutthroat in like, nah, y'all ain't doing it for me. It really is, or it could be for some of you, just something as simple as you want something more stable, you want something more solid, or at the very least, you just want to go in a different direction with this Page of Pentacles. You want to start a new path. You want to start a new journey. That may be very much in opposition with this Three of Cups energy, this hive mind energy. These people that you were once associated with, these people, this relationship, whatever, that you seem to be taking a leap of faith from is what I'm hearing. This is that moment where you could, the Queen of Swords to the Tower is the moment when you communicate that to these people. Is the moment that it becomes aware to yourself of how it is you want to move forward. Is that moment that, you know, other people become aware of it. I'm telling you, Ophiuchus, you got this Death card here with that. People are watching you change. People are watching you transform. Underneath that is the Page of Swords. Again. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. We're back to this energy now. Queen of Cups. Yep. We're back to this energy now. Okay. You have two more cards here. The Four of Swords reversed. And the Four of Wands upright. Wow. Okay, so Ophiuchus, it's not about thinking anymore. Now it's about doing. All right. Four of Swords reversed, Four of Wands upright. What I'm getting with the Four of Wands upright is very much, very, very clearly, you are solid and stable within yourself enough to go ahead and make this decision now. Go ahead and fight for it is what I'm hearing. Okay. I like no more thinking. There's no need to think about it anymore. You've reached the conclusion already. There's no need to rest anymore. It's time to start taking action. The Four of Wands, okay, well, take that with a grain of salt because excuse me, the Four of Wands is definitely a time for celebration. You know, it's a time, celebrate the achievement, celebrate how far we've come, but don't rest on your laurels because there's still more work to be done in the future. So we may be partying, kiki, and having a good time celebrating tonight, but remember, come the morning, we gotta hit the ground running again. You know what I mean? I like it though. I like it a lot. I want to talk about this. Next, I want to talk about this Seven of Cups, Knight of Wands. But really, I mainly want to talk about the Seven of Cups here for you, Ophiuchus. Yeah? What's this Seven of Cups for Ophiuchus, please? Yeah, it's the Six of Pentacles. Coupled with Seven of Cups. Take this one too. Yes, that one. Okay. Just that one. All right. Seven of Cups for Ophiuchus. Oh, yes, please. Yeah, Six of Swords is the overall energy here. So this is, okay, so this is you initially starting to move away, all right? And I really feel like, okay, so the Six of Swords here is the energy of you moving on, moving from rough waters to calmer waters. This Knight of Wands energy, this fire of the Knight of Wands is like your torch. So we'll say you're sailing down this river here, and it's dark and it's real hazy, like you really can't see much, or at least there's some light, but it's still super hazy, so you really can't see very far in front of you. Well, use the torch of your activation here. However you are passionate, however passionate you are, however you want to, whatever direction you're trying to move in right now, however it is you feel you've been activated, use that fire to light your way, to burn away the haze, to burn away the smoke. Okay, the first thing but also one of the first things I'm getting here, Ophiuchus, is you're on the beginnings of this journey. In some ways, I feel like you are just now setting off. Okay, maybe that's for some of you, maybe not all of you. You have the Six of Pentacles here again, but with that you have the Four of Pentacles and the Lovers. And then also, ooh, you had one card that came out. It was the one card that Spirit was telling me to take, even though it didn't come out on its own. It's the Wheel of Fortune. There is a level of uncertainty here. Again, I get this feeling, Ophiuchus, that you're at the beginning stages of this movement forward, this transformation, this new way of being, I'm hearing, okay? And you're really having to let go of some things. But what I'm really getting here is some people are going to need to let go of you. Or some circumstances are going to need to let go of you, because you are in a place right now, Ophiuchus, of making a choice for your highest good, to serve your highest good. So yes, this Four of Pentacles could be for some of you needing to let go of something, but this is you. But the way that you choose to let go, because I feel like it's coming out here as the Four of Pentacles for those of you that need to let go of something because you've been holding on to something for dear life for a long time, right? But the deciding factor here, the catalyst to you making this change, Ophiuchus, is the degree to which you are able to receive reciprocal treatment, is what I'm hearing. And if you're not receiving that in this situation, well, honey, it is well within your right and your right to free will to choose to change it. Here comes that change, Wheel of Fortune. Okay? You've got to hold steady. You've got to hold your vibration here. You've got 444 here. You've got the Four of Pentacles. You've got the Four of Swords. You've got the Four of Wands. All right? You've got to hold steady. Now, also, what this Four of Pentacles could represent here is you not floundering, not faulting, not defaulting on the choice that you are making to go to receive greater levels of reciprocity in your life. That's also what this Four of Pentacles could represent. Holding on to dear life, holding on for dear life to that choice, right? While the Wheel of Fortune turns, bringing you, guiding you, I'm hearing, towards what it is you want, while the universe, you know, shakes some shit up or switches things around and accommodates the choice that you're making, okay? As you are moving forward. Underneath the Six of Swords as the overall energy is the Moon. Then to the Three of Wands and the Star. Things are hazy right now, Ophiuchus. I get it. Things are hazy right now. Things are not clear. Things are not as they seem right now. But that doesn't matter. You keep your focus, keep your eye on the prize. You're moving forward here. You've got a vision here. You've got something. Something is guiding you forward. You may not know exactly what it is, and you may not know exactly where it is. It's taking you, but something is definitely guiding you here. All right? All you've got to do is just keep your focus here. Keep following through with that, all right? Because the pathway is open. Eight of Wands to the King of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles. Ophiuchus, I know that fucking shit is right. Ha. Keep your eyes on the prize, Ophiuchus. Don't worry about how long it's going to take to get you there, baby. You're going to get there, all right? Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the motherfucking prize, all right? I do want to talk about this Wheel of Fortune a little bit. What do you want to say about the Wheel of Fortune for Ophiuchus, please, Spirit? What do you want to say about the Wheel of Fortune for Ophiuchus? Any guidance? What do you want to say about this? Okay, well, here's the Nine of Pentacles energy. Sovereignty is what I just heard. Some of you may have some people around you that are jealous, that may want to knock you down, may want to take you off this path, may not want you to go in this direction because they can't go with you. Unfortunate for them, but don't let that happen, okay? The Wheel of Fortune here is clarified, damn. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified by, where do I want to start? Well, this came out face down. The rest of them came out face up, but I'm going to start here. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups to the King of Wands, to the 7 of Wands. Stand your ground, Ophiuchus, okay? You've got to hold steady here. The Hanged Man and the Hermit. I'm sorry, not the Hermit, the Hanged Man and Justice. So Justice kind of came out sideways, but Spirit was telling me to turn it upright. It was going in reverse, but Spirit told me to turn it upright. And I get the feeling here that you may be questioning whether or not your movement forward this time, or however it is you're desiring to move forward, however it is you're walking away, however it is you're holding up a certain boundary, whatnot, whatever. Some of you are wondering if it's actually the right thing to do. But you see, the thing about it here is you know it is the right thing to do. The reason why you may be questioning whether this is justified or not is because some other people around you may be having a fit. So be it. That doesn't need to mean that you need to change your position. You need to change your stance. The King of Wands doesn't change his stance for no one other than his own damn self. Okay? He's not going to change what it is he wants or what he's going after unless he wants to change it. Ain't nobody else going to tell him what to do. All right? And then you have this 9 of Pentacles energy here at the bottom of the deck. Stand your ground. Be sovereign. Stand on your own 2 feet. Make decisions for yourself. Don't let anybody try and sway you. Don't let anybody try and change you. These people that are watching you. Don't do it. These people that are watching you transform. Don't let them sway you off your path. You know exactly where it is you're going, Ophiuchus, and you need to stay that way. Stay heading in that direction, okay? Okay. Closing message. Final outcome from the tarot here for Ophiuchus. Closing message for Ophiuchus here. Ace of Pentacles, take that one. Wow, the 10 of Cups. Ophiuchus, you really have a great opportunity. The pathway is fully open for you right now, okay? 8 of Wands. You have the Ace of Pentacles that came out. I was also instructed to take another card. It is the 10 of Cups here. Then you have the 6 of Cups with, the 7 of Swords. Interesting. Okay, yes, I get it. You have an opportunity here to really reach a great level of happiness and fulfillment and contentment. I feel a family also. Somebody may want to start a family with this 10 of Cups energy. You may be with the Ace of Pentacles here and that Page of Pentacles that came out earlier. You may be very much heading on your way towards this. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles could be like that seed that you plant that makes the child, or like the seed that you plant that starts the journey towards this, okay? For some of you, you're single and you're wanting to have a family. You're wanting to move in this direction. You're wanting to get the ball rolling or get the process started towards aligning with that, okay? For others of you, this is not necessarily a family. It's just your ultimate wish fulfillment, ultimate emotional fulfillment or happiness, right? You've got deception in your past, point blank, period. 7 of Swords, 6 of Cups. There is deception here, Ophiuchus, and you need to just head on out of there. 8 of Wands. And I feel like, 8 of Wands to the star. I feel like you, the pathway may be clear, the direction may be clear, this 8 of Wands energy keeps coming out for you, but I feel like it's because of your awareness of the situation at this point. It may not be much. It may be pretty minuscule as to how much you are actually aware of, but you're still aware of enough to start to make some changes. And that's why this pathway is so clear and open for you, okay? I like this. I want to get some closing messages for you from the unicorns, yes? All right, Ophiuchus. Closing message for the unicorns, or from the unicorns. For my Ophiuchus collective here. One last shuffle for you, Ophiuchus. Growth is at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to take it. Closing message for Ophiuchus, please. That's enough right there. Damn. Now you have miracles at the bottom of the deck. Have faith that your miracle is on the way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. I'm literally hearing, I need a miracle here. I need a miracle here, okay? You have support, but it came out in reverse. Ask for help, get more rest, nurture yourself, and then you have friendship. Friendship is upright. Seek out your soul family, surround yourself with positive people, spend more time socializing. The people that you have around you right now are not a good support system. But you see, the growth, Ophiuchus, is in you understanding that. All right. And this card here literally says, seek out soul family. What is this? The King of Wands. The King of Wands fell off the table and into my lap as I'm talking about this, and he did fall out reversed. This is an energy of, I don't want to be in this situation anymore. These are not my friends. These people are not supportive to me. This is you finding the true support that is necessary for you. This is you saying, hey, this is you going through the growth you needed to go through to say, hey, you know what? This isn't right for me, or I want to find my true soul family. Seek out your soul family. Okay? Confirmation right there. You may feel like you need a miracle, Ophiuchus. You may feel like you need a miracle to handle this situation, but okay, that's fine. The universe has got you, boo-boo. Don't you worry about it. You just focus on your alignment and stay out of the way. Let me do my job, says the universe, but you stay in your alignment. Hold that alignment, Ophiuchus. The only way that you can get the Wheel of Fortune to work in your favor, now you don't know, you have no idea where it's going to land. But if you want to get it to land somewhere beneficial for you, you've got to keep your alignment. You've got to hold it steady. Do not falter. Do not falter. Do not falter, Ophiuchus, all right? Hold that vibration, stand your ground, hold that energy, okay? All right. I love you guys. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Please make sure to check us out over at Divine Conversations. Link to that is in the description box below. If you would like to support me, to help support me as a reader, and also get some extra content throughout the month, maybe even some discounts on personal readings if you're interested in that, please check us out on Patreon. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please go ahead and email me. My email can be found in the description box below. And yeah, if this was helpful for you, please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Definitely share this with friends or family, people that you think might vibe with this. Yes? I love you guys so very much. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I look forward to connecting with you again for our next reading very, very soon. Yes? Excellent. And maybe some shorts too. We'll see. I don't know. Bye.